Oh shit.
Do you hear that girl say that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
Recording in progress. Hello, people. How the hell are you? As you can see, it's me and Rich, and sweltering hot day here in Chatham, Ontario.
Is it hot out? I've
Well,
been
it's a
out
bit
for.
humid. It's a bit humid. I'm going to turn the fan my way here once you get talking. And
Yeah, I got mine on. I got the AC on.
so, what's been going on, Mister? Since our last video, what did you? You had some stuff you wanted to talk.
I've been writing. I had 4 cool experiences. Well, I had 1 million, but
right.
Cool ones I wrote down so I can
Awesome.
I can
well,
go
let's
through
rock
those.
and roll through them.
Yeah, and then I want to talk about the UFO.
Oh yeah, that was a great catch, bud.
At your house.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Yeah, that was awesome. I loved it.
I liked watching a video. That actually 3 of them, right? 2 parts. The 2 parts there. And
yeah, well,
I can't believe how fast that thing was moving.
I know. I got a 3rd one coming out. Should be out tomorrow. Of all the other craft that were in the sky, and that will take care of 3 videos. I got 5 more videos to go, and they're full of stuff too. So there'll be a part 3 and part 4 for sure.
Well, that's fantastic.
Just
you got your windows open at your house?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say, can you smell the cow crap? They must be spraying the fields.
Yeah.
My house smells like a giant cow poop.
Well, we went to get to the res to get cigarettes, and they were spraying with a helicopter.
Oh my God! Corn. No wonder it's so prevalent. Usually, you don't experience it to this extent. But
well, I don't think they were spraying cow shit, but they were definitely spraying pesticides.
Something out there. I know it smells like a cow poop.
Yeah, and the damn helicopter spraying the fields. It goes over the road, and all the shit goes on your tongue, and you can feel it.
Oh, it's terrible.
Oh, I know.
Because it's like so small, they vaporize it, right? Mm-hmm. Comes out like literally vaporized.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck they're thinking.
Oh my God.
No wonder everybody's dying of fucking cancer.
Yeah, no doubt, bud. Don't stand a
fucking Monsanto. Fuck.
They got us coming at 3 fucking air, food, and water. You know, they got us trapped.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know too much. I don't know.
You don't eat, drink, or smoke, eat, drink, or you know, breathe.
Anyway.
Yeah, brother.
Insane. Okay, this is a little experience I had the other day. It's pretty cool.
Awesome.
Scared the shit out of me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm used to dealing with people in St. Lucian, right?
Yeah.
And every once in a while, I'll have a looky-loo. I call them looky-loos, but they're ghosts, spirits that move shit in your apartment.
Hell, I'm a nobody, and I can see the looky-loos. They're so fucking...
Yeah, I know, right?
I swear to God, I had one freaking out over here. He must have been mad or something, because the way the shadow was going around the room, it was like he was running around in a circle.
Really?
It was crazy.
Fuck. Well, I was.
Well, even Colleen saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she don't see nothing. She's a boo. she's oblivious to mostly everything.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry for cutting you off.
No, it's all right. So I was sitting there on the computer. It's like 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 10:30, 11, and sitting there on the computer. I was watching something. Forgot it. Anyway, all of a sudden I hear this bang, something fell on the floor, right?
Right.
And I'm like, what the fuck? What was that? Nothing moves in my apartment. I got a little apartment. Nothing moves. Yeah. And I look over, and there's something laying on the floor by the sink. And so I got up, walked over there, and I looked, and it was the butter knife.
Wow.
And this butter knife, when I ate supper at like 9 o'clock, I stuck the butter knife because I bought brand new butter.
Yeah.
It was perfect. And so I wanted to see if it was still frozen. So I stuck the butter knife in the butter, and it went right through, and it was all good. And so I left it there, right? And it wasn't frozen or nothing, but it was standing up. And it was back by the wall on the counter.
Right.
Fucking butter knife flew from out of the butter onto the floor.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, all right, a knife. Throwing knives is not a good sign, right? So I'm like, Jesus. So I screamed for Christ. I told him what happened. JC, he's a good one. He ain't done nothing to me bad yet, so that's good.
Right on.
And he pisses me off a lot. But I screamed at him, told him, got a looky-loo down here, and it threw a knife on the floor. On the floor, and everybody's yelling at me, "Don't talk, don't talk, don't talk." Right? Doesn't mean it's bad. Just don't talk. So they got another guy that comes down in the lower astral where I live, like
Right.
in this plane of existence,
Uh-huh.
and I hear Jesus go just out of the blue. I hear, "What floor do you live on?" And I go, "Second." He knows what floor I live on. I was like, fucking cool. I wasn't even thinking. I'm freaking out. The guy, he comes through me, comes down here, and then all of a sudden I can hear him yelling and talking to whoever, right? So
Right.
he starts yelling and talking. I don't want to listen, so I turn up the volume or whatever because I don't want to hear it. Because I hear it in my fucking head, right?
Right.
And then he's talking to whoever threw the knife, and he found out who threw the knife, and he found what the reasoning was. And the reasoning was my soul and me talk in St. Lucian about things I create, right?
Mhm.
Like technology and shit.
Yeah,
Like
trains and all that.
trains, technology. Well, the people down here in the apartment building can hear it, and they want
The looky-loo deads, right? Not the
Yeah.
people that live next door in the
no,
apartment.
the
Okay.
ghosts of the
Okay, yeah,
building.
yeah,
the
that's
dead.
what. Well, I just clarifying for the
Yeah, yeah.
people.
Okay,
'Cause,
thank you.
Like, they're gonna
Yeah.
think the neighbors are getting hearing you
No,
and
no,
stuff, but
no.
it's
The dead people in this
looky-loo dead
building.
people. Okay.
Hear what I'm talking to up there.
Right.
He wanted to get my attention, so he threw a knife at me, either trying to tell me to shut up or, hey, I need to talk to you. I need some fucking cigarettes. So I can create these things, right? So these people in this building want what I can create.
Right.
And he went and said, "No, you ain't getting shit. You stay away from Richard. Jesus is coming down kicking your ass." And he goes, "I ain't kidding. I am not kidding. You'll regret it if you fuck with this guy." And not that I was going to do anything, because I don't want to start a fucking
Right.
war in this building.
You're not gonna entertain the
Yeah,
idea,
I'm not getting myself involved in the drama.
Well,
So
that's a good thing.
yeah, so I'm gonna let them take care of it. Jesus was watching. So this guy, the good guy, he left. He told them, leave me alone. Went back up to St. Lucian level, which is on level 3. I'm down here on the earth. When I'm
Right.
awake conscious, I'm on the earth.
Earth plane.
Astral, yeah. And they can affect me here, right? So I'm up and down all the time,
Well,
right?
they're here. They're always trying to find out and look at things they've missed, and you know what I'm saying. They're
Yep.
always around. They're always,
Yeah.
I think sometimes they just sit around and
Yeah.
just do their own thing, but they're there. You don't know it until they want you to know it.
And then you get bad ones
Yeah.
that are working their way down.
Yeah.
Like in the background, like the boys in the background there.
Like the boys in the background,
working the way down. Yeah. Don't work your way up, work your way down.
Doing things they're not supposed to be doing. Participating in crappy stuff.
Yeah, so I thought that was pretty cool. And I guess I know them. I guess I know these group of people, like before I was born, sort of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, they're a bunch of guys, right? And they know I make shit. So, and then for a day and a half, I've been thinking about this guy I met in London, like when I was 20 years old. We used to go there and go to shows, Sacrifice and Razor and shit like that.
Right.
And I met him, and we smoked bags
Those are
of dope.
bands, by the way, people. Not he wasn't out sacrificing people.
Yeah, those are rock bands.
Yeah.
But thanks for bringing that up. So anyway, we hang out. I forgot his name. Daryl might know his name. I don't know. But me and my brother used to hang out with him all the time. And I can't remember, but I kept thinking about him for no reason at all. So I asked JC, is he dead? Like, did he die or what's going on with him, right? Because I'm thinking about him all the time for no fucking reason. I haven't thought about this guy since I was 20 years old. I'm fucking 50. So, you're right. This is what, 30 years? Yeah, so I haven't thought about this guy. And here he is in my head. So I'm thinking, was he the guy that threw the knife? He's a cool guy, He's cool. He's like one of us.
Obviously just trying to get your attention. He wasn't trying to hurt you with the knife.
Yeah. So anyway, I asked JC and I asked the other guy that came down and dealt with it to find out. And I haven't heard back yet. So I don't know. But that was really interesting. I can't remember. I asked my brother yesterday if he remembered his last name, and he don't remember. It's too bad because the guy was really cool, man. Real cool.
Seems all very amicable.
Yeah.
Major.
I always wondered what happened to him. Anyway.
Maybe he passed. He must have passed if he's, doing what he's doing now.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't.
If it was him, I don't know. That threw the knife at butter. So that was one experience I had. The next experience.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, the next experience was this. The teacher got done with me. She's done. Yay! I had a whole week of dreams, lesson dreams. All stupid, all useless, all boring. And I told him that.
Been there, done that dream?
Yeah. And then the same guy who went to investigate the knife throwing, he came into me. He's like a part of me. He's something I created 10 years ago in the illusion. And he's with
like
Christ
one of those
now.
question things that you let go. You just
them,
and they go and learn information.
It's like you give birth to a soul,
right? Yeah,
but it's not that smart, and then
it stays learns as it goes.
Yeah. Well, I created this guy. He was full adult, and he's like the size of a Klingon. He's like huge.
Wow.
Yeah, and his name is CBC.
CBC,
like CBC radio station.
Yeah.
And all I did was when he was talking to me back then, before Christ came to help, he was trying to heal me up, but he was a part of myself, like a familiar of myself.
Was he suffering? And was he suffering
No.
in the wake of your discontents because he's a part of you, or is he separate from all that? He can observe it.
He's a part of me. He knows everything I know, and that's why Christ kept him around to keep, because he knows what happened to me, right?
Right. He's an
he
extra
can
pair
relate
of ears and eyes.
He can relate it all to Christ, and help me out nowadays. But back then, he was just like a guy that protected me. But he never hurt anybody, as far as I could tell. And he won't do anything bad. So he's huge, man. You'll believe this, like a fucking Sasquatch. Anyway, his name's CBC. So he comes in. He had, what the fuck? They wanted to do something to me. I laid down and went to sleep. And I'm glad the teacher was gone. I remember that. And I'm going to sleep. And CBC was going to come into me to view what I saw in the sky. The one I didn't record.
The one that made you mad. Yeah, I remember you were saying that.
I wasn't mad, but
you were frustrated because you couldn't. As soon as you get it there, it's already
gone,
rocking by at 1,000,000 miles an hour.
Yeah, it kind of pissed me off because I was trying to get it in the camera and it flew away. And I told the people, well, everything is told to Christ and my family, so they all wanted to see what I seen, but they seen the video, and I said, well, it's just like the video, and they go, oh, we want to see it. So I'm like, fuck, all right. So come into me and review it, because they can do that, right?
Right.
My subconscious gives Christ the experience of what I saw through my physical. It's all recorded, sort of thing. They can do that. So CBC, I'm laying down. I'm out, totally out of my body almost. I'm in my body, but I'm really open. Right. And the teacher's been screwing with my subconscious for a week. So my subconscious is open and messed up, and I don't even know what. And I got this damn headache that won't go away. It's gone now. She left. Yeah, it's that simple, man. And so he comes into me, right? And I thought he was just going to do like he always does, but he went too far. He went right into my subconscious. And you know where your brain stem is? Yeah. And your brain's on top?
Yeah.
Well, he opened up a fucking hole like that, a bubble. And it's right in the middle of my brain. And I'm sleeping. All of a sudden, I saw the hole, and it opened up, and I'm in the living room of St. Lucian.
Wow.
In my house with the kids and Tina and CBC's there. CBC came in. I'm looking. I can look out my third eye, spirit world, and I'm there laying in bed, and I'm watching the girls watch TV and everything. Mm-hmm. But he opened up a hole inside where my brain stem is, like this, like a bubble.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I looked in the bubble, like I backed up and looked in the bubble, went right in, and I could see crystal fucking clear the layout of the living room.
Wow.
So I was seeing from a bubble inside my brain, an opening inside my brain that CBC created. Plus, I'm looking out my eyeballs in a normal spirit world at the same goddamn thing. So I'm seeing it in two different
aspects.
two different aspects of myself.
Wow.
And then and this only lasted like a second or two. And all of a sudden he goes, "Hey, Rich." And I went, whap, and my soul just chucked me back in my body or like tightened up. And I woke up and I went nuts. I went screaming because I used to have, I had that one with Daryl on South Pacific where the demon punched me in the fucking eye. The hole opened up and punched me in the eye.
Right.
And I thought that was like the same thing that was going on.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, I need my fucking brain, okay? Guys, you can't go fucking open old fucking time portholes in the spirit world inside my brain. And I freaked out, and they apologized and said it was a mistake. And CBC didn't know what he was doing. He thought because my subconscious was open from the teacher,
right,
that had an impact on what CBC normally does to me, where he went to a place he shouldn't because it was open. Right. My subconscious was open. Okay. So you get it? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
He went into your subconscious while you were wide open from the teacher being
yeah.
And so it had an adverse effect on your brainstem and created a hole into the living room you were living in and looking at the same time.
Dan, it's so crazy.
That is
scared the fucking shit out of me though.
Wow.
I'm like, dude, one little thing, you open that shit in my head, one little thing goes wrong, and my brain turns to fucking oatmeal. Dead.
Wow.
I'm gonna lay in this fucking apartment and rot till my mother decides to come check on me.
Wow.
You know what I mean? I'm dead.
Yeah, no
brain dead, at least.
Well, you never know what's going to happen in that kind of a situation, right? You're wide open as it is. You got one foot in the spirit world already.
Oh yeah, I know.
That's much more of a trip, right?
I wouldn't hang around. Fucking right. No, I'd be gone. I already know.
I wouldn't doubt that us, like regular people, even maybe other people too, we go through some sort of a conduit to the next life, like water. You know, some sort of something. It's got to be.
Yeah.
Like I think I don't know.
Oh yeah, there's a water.
Sure, but
I don't know. I
don't get much insight out of my meditations. I just try to see a couple little things that I see and try and.
There's so many levels going inside yourself in so many different ways.
Yeah.
There's your brain, there's your subconscious, there's your inner light, there's your soul, there's your primal self, there's a and they're all layers inside yourself.
Right.
And you see from each one, but then you got to determine which one it came from, and it's difficult. But and then you're opening fucking portholes outside yourself from your inner light,
right?
Doing it, and then you got to perceive where you're going.
Right. If you're going to go directional anywhere, yeah.
So it's inside, outside, constantly, all the time.
Wow.
So that was another dream. Oh no, that was another experience I had, and this is a little dream I had yesterday, and it's pretty cool. It's really cool. So I wrote it down. The teacher got done with me. CBC gave me that terrifying experience, and then that night I went to sleep, and I'm laying there having a big argument with Christ and everything. They're all yelling at me. They're doing the inverted. So when you spend too much time in the spirit world, mentally, your brain is talking and viewing St. Lucian spirit world. That's where I go. After a certain amount of time you being there, you start spending more time there than you do in conscious reality. Awake, talking to you, going to your house, doing things. Right. You spend more time in the spirit world. And that's called missing time, I think. I think they call it. You're missing time, Richard. You're missing time. And Christ knows. I don't know what Christ sees when he sees me missing time, but he has to put me back into normal time, right? And and how he does that is He takes all your inhibitions, all your fears, and everything that you went through in that day, and he plays them back at you, but inverted. So you're trying to talk to him about a good thing that happened, and he
Right.
takes that and he accuses you. He takes that and turns it around and accuses you and blames you for this and blames you for that. And that
Wow.
sets you back. And after you do that and you argue with him and argue with him, you're not supposed to argue with him. They
Well, I'm
tell
glad
me,
I don't have to do that because
no,
I
no,
didn't
what?
think I'd win.
No, but he's inverting. He's yelling at me. He's going, "Oh
Right.
yeah, you go up there and you do your C5, and you think you're some fucking cool, slick shit kind of guy. You think you can do this, you think you know everything." And I go, "Well, fuck you then. You want blah 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 blah." And then we get in this big, huge
That's
argument.
JC talking
Yeah.
to you?
Oh yeah, fuck. But he has to do that to put me back.
Right.
I don't know why, but the inverted conversation and everything that I am normally, and I try
Right.
to be morally correct in my own shit.
Yeah.
So everything
Well, we
I
all
am
do, right?
and everything I experienced that day, he'll take it and invert it and just and my brain, I don't remember I'm missing time.
Right.
And I'm thinking, well, who the fuck is 1 minute he's nice and the next minute, and then all of a sudden he's yelling at me, rah, 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 rah. And Tina comes, Rich, you're missing time. He's doing
Wow.
it again. Grace is doing it again. Don't talk. Just listen and go through it. And
Wow.
so I go, fuck, thank you. Because everybody's acting crazy, like totally out of fucking nuts, right? They're all accusing me of fucking doing crazy shit.
Holy
And
cow.
and all of a sudden Tina comes in because she knows I'm starting to lose my shit because I don't know what the fuck. What happened to y'all? You all fucking Bizarro World?
I was just thinking of two exact same words, Bizarro World.
Yeah, it was. It's Bizarro World.
No, it's like, remember off the old crazy Superman stuff.
I don't remember that, but fuck. Anyway, so this is a dream. He did that to me. Finally, it got over, and everything's starting to get quiet, and I fall asleep. And I ain't even asleep yet. All of a sudden, I'm down by the creek
Right.
where that
The
where I take the
Sasquatchy thing?
yeah, the Sasquatch thing. Maybe it was
Yeah.
Sasquatch. I don't know what it was.
Well, by the cemetery, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm down there where I take my pictures of my birds and shit.
Mhm.
The spring, that's where I was.
Right.
That's my happy place, I guess. I can go there, be alone, just take pictures of birds.
Right on. Well, you get some beautiful
Beavers.
stuff from there.
Yeah, I
you get
know.
beautiful shots from there. There's no doubt, bud.
So I'm walking through the cornfield,
Right.
and I come up to the creek, and there's two poles that are up on top of the creek, and there's two poles down near the water,
Right.
and there's a cut wood and shit like that, and it's like these people were building a dock on the creek,
Oh, okay.
like,
Yeah.
but they're not. This is in the spirit world. This is my.
This is just, it's not there in reality. It's
No,
there
no.
in your mind.
This is a shithole in reality, like a
Right.
swamp.
Right.
But in the dream, the same place has like they're building a dock for me.
Oh, no doubt.
I sort of got depressed. I'm like, oh fuck, they're ruining my good spot, right where I go. And all of a sudden, I realized, no, that's not what it means. And I'm awake when I'm watching this,
Right.
and all of a sudden, I snapped out of the dream, and I thought about it for a few minutes, and then I told JC, and he goes, yeah, that's us creating a fucking foundation for you to live. So what he means by that is he wants to get me in a place in the spirit world where I have my balance,
Okay.
where
Yeah.
I don't need him 24/7,
Right.
and then they're gonna let me go as long as I don't go fucking around, and that's the dock. And he goes, yeah, and he goes, you know what the creek means? And I go, yeah, I have an idea. And he goes, that's my timeline, my path, my life. And he goes, you got it. And he goes, everything you want to know about yourself is in there.
Wow.
In that creek. And I go, yeah, I know, but
Nice.
how do I get the information, right? I do now. I know now. I chant it,
Right.
bring it
Well,
up.
you have to go in the water and look
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
some other way that it comes to you by try looking in the reflection the next time you're there.
yeah.
See what, like, look down in the water and see what's behind
I
you.
got an easier way to do it. I learned how to do it. What you do is, this is what you do. Whenever you're having, like the guy I'm going through right now,
Yeah.
the Bill guy that maybe died, I knew a long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
in
Yeah.
London.
Yeah.
So this is what you do. I'm thinking about him. Now, if I want to know the truth, I put my earplugs in and I meditate and I chant. What happened? What happened? What happened to Bill? What happened to Bill? What happened to Bill? And I just keep chanting it and I bring the inner light to my head and I just keep chanting it and chanting it and chanting it, and as I fall asleep, I keep chanting it, and all of a sudden, when you're about to go to sleep and you cross over that line,
Yeah.
as soon as I cross over that line, I go boom into a vision, or I get a verbal answer in my head. That's how I used to do it, but I got so much fucking noise in my head, I can't do it anymore.
Uh-huh.
So it comes in a different way, a little bit different for me now because of that. I have to
Right.
compensate for all
Well,
the
you know
fucking
what?
noise.
It's nice you can compensate. It's
Yeah.
nice that there's not a regular set path to doing specific things, because if that was the case, you having those other thoughts and those dreams and
Right.
stuff, it would hinder your ability to even go there.
Right.
But you can find ways around it. You can,
And the reason why I had that fucking dream or that vision was because teacher was in me,
right,
teaching me all that stupid girl stuff.
right.
Right? It's not stupid girl stuff. I'm just being a bum butthead, but it's abuse. She was teaching me abuse on women, and I'm
Yeah.
like,
Well, you're what
I go, dude,
for you, because you're not abusive.
no,
Like
I can be, but I ain't. But it ain't even
maybe it's
verbal
more.
abuse.
Maybe it's more got something to do with humility. Maybe it's got something to do with being humble.
Yeah, I don't know. In the last interview we did, I told you one of the dreams, right?
Yeah. Well, it's important, super important to be humble. I
But
found that out.
I know. But I treat everybody the same.
Yeah.
I treat them nicer than what we're doing. Like we're brothers. We just
Right.
fucking hammering shit out, right? But when I meet a new person, I'm like, hey, how you doing? What's going on?
Well,
And I feel them out for a while, and I'm
Yeah.
always me. I keep it level, and there's fucking level playing field. And when they fuck up, I'm like, see ya, asshole. I got better things to do than deal with your shit. And that goes for extraterrestrials, fucking Sasquatch, fucking
Right.
every race of fucking colored skin on this planet, and fucking everything.
Yeah, but I don't think that necessarily has anything to do with you're humble.
I know, but what the problem was, I was bitching at her because she was teaching me fucking grade 1 education abuse shit. And I'm like, lady,
But you've been getting stuff that you've been always been.
yeah, like racism.
You've been always forced to go over the same old tracks, eh?
That's what I was bitching about.
Like, how many JCs did you have that put you through the lessons of life, through the common law lessons, the same shit over and over?
12 years
you almost
straight.
lost your fucking mind.
Oh yeah, I know. And the thing is, the vision was the answer of what they're doing to me. They're building the dock. They're building the dock. The teacher was building the dock. JC was building the dock, but they got to start from the fucking bottom and build the foundation.
Right.
And then I go up and build the dock. And what they build the dock. Like, come on,
the
man.
creational path of it is,
I go build the CN tower, build it up to orbit in fucking space and fucking the divine, and I'll go there, and that's where I'm supposed to be. But no, I gotta live in St. Lucian. So they're trying to keep me in St. Lucian, fix me up, balance me out, squeak me this way, turn me that way, screw these things this way and that way. And so I'll be a happy guy, and I could just live in St. Lucian and live here on Earth in a nice happy balance where I'm not getting attacked.
Right.
And I don't cause shit. So I'm learning.
Almost with what you got going on in St. Lucian with your creations and you're creating, that's got to eat up time. So you got to have of that time.
But
how do you get thrown off of time? What is it that throws you out of your time?
Your brain being in the spirit world, actively engaging other people.
And then you're missing out on what's going on here.
So when you spend more time, even when I'm at your house doing C5, I'm talking to the fucking kids. I'm talking to I don't see them. I'm looking in the sky. But I can hear them all on my chest and my back and my throat and around my head. And I'm seeing other fucking ghosts come flying by, and I know there's people in your neighborhood that are sitting there watching me.
I always known there's a lot of older looky-loos around here.
Yeah,
like, I mean they're not.
I dreamt about
them. They're old. They're like older.
Yeah. Well, every house has got a bunch of fucking spirits living in it. I'm sure of it.
Well, I'm sure Colleen's parents are here, so
I don't know if they're here, but the guy down the road, there's a dead guy down the road with a dead dog, and they're still living in the same place they died. And
See, I don't ever get to see when I get the looky-loos. I don't ever get to see him as a person. All I can see is them fucking off or moving across the way, you know.
Yeah,
But they don't. Only some of them move fast. Some of them will try and move so slow that you'll think you're nuts. Because I'll be watching TV and I'll be seeing out of the corner of my eye, there's something going on in the fucking doorway. Yeah, I seen the fucking thing go like this, like playing this fucking day. I know you're there, you know, like I don't engage it or talk to it, but it's fucking trying to sneak so slow that I won't notice it's there. It damn near has to climb the door, go all the way down to stay in the shadow.
Yeah.
I just feel like sometimes it's saying, "Oh, fucking move." We both know you're there.
Yeah,
but I don't.
They want that from you.
Yeah, well, they don't. They've never presented a problem. I had one that used to fucking push my elbow when I was putting sugar in my coffee, so I'd miss the cup and get sugar all over the counter. It first started happening. I thought I was having a nervous reactions all the time, but it happened like 10 times. And I was actively, when putting sugar in my coffee, trying to make sure I made that cup. You know, it was like a contest.
Yeah.
When every time I took my entire focus off of that sugar, my elbow get pushed and I'd spill fucking bruises full of sugar all over the counter.
If you're thinking about it, it won't happen. But as soon as you stop thinking about it, it'll happen.
And it happens so many fucking times, it couldn't be a coincidence. Because if it was mathematically added up, the zeros would be so fucking far, I could drive downtown on them.
Fucking got it. And it's the same thing with CE5, Dan. This is what I do with my CE5. The proper way of doing it for me, and I learned this over fucking 50 years, and whatever, 30 years, long time, is when you get in the field and you're doing it. Now, this is what I do now.
Right.
I take my inner light and I wiggle it back and forth, and I'm focusing on the ET. Oh, yeah. All of a sudden, I tune in with my inner light to the ET. He's way the fuck up there, and I reach out and I grab him. And he's beige.
Right.
And I can tell by the color of his skin, his ethereal skins.
Right.
Which the beige is, and it's always a different color beige. Sometimes it's almost black, sometimes it's beige, sometimes it's really light beige. Right. And I asked Christ about that, and I've seen that in people all my life. It's like, if I spiritually hook up to you and look at you, you'll be a brown color.
Right.
And it'll get lighter. And sometimes I can hook up to you and take all the beige, the color from you, and it's garbage, and it gets in my head and goes, oh, wow. So it's like an energy or something, right? So I asked Christ about that. I go, how come when I hook up to people spiritually, he goes, you shouldn't anyways, it's going to fuck you up. And he, and he goes, well, I know that now. I've been doing it before I met you. Anyway, he goes,
thanks, man.
I go, well, how come they're different colors? Like, they're beige, and sometimes the beige comes off like a skin. And he goes, oh, the patina. And he goes, that's what you need. You need patina. And I'm going, I go, what? And he goes, the skins collect patina over time.
Over time, like a dresser.
Exactly. Or a rock.
Yeah.
Or, you know.
Patina like a rock, exactly.
And he goes, and it gets darker over time.
Wow. That's
and
cool.
he goes, by you hooking up, you interacting with that person's ethereal skins will, mostly if they're in the body.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they have spirit. Like I asked,
rub off on you, kind of.
I asked if they have patina in. He goes, yeah, but it's different. But people in the body, in the ethereal, and in the flesh, the souls in the flesh, you hook up to them, the patina on the body, plus all that negative energy that's in them, if they have it or not.
Right.
But as soon as you hook up and touch that skin and it's brown, the brown starts coming at you, and I go, yeah. And he goes, you just took all the patina, plus the fucking garbage. You opened up a little hole between the two of you. Now he goes, but you're too goddamn stupid to fucking move it to the light, And I go, yeah, I learned that the hard way. And he goes, yeah. And I learned.
What ultimately happens with that energy?
Oh, it just goes up and gets.
It does it itself, or like what? Say if you pulled it out of somebody and you don't have the ability to send it to the light, where does it go? On you, or it just floats around, or
it goes right into you, into your fucking heart chakra, throat, and all that garbage comes in from the other person. So when I hook up to a person, I take my inner light, and so the inner light will take the fucking garbage and just move it up until it diffuses and it's gone.
Wow.
And plus, there's a level up there that is stick. It takes your sticky garbage. It's like imagine fly paper.
Yeah.
I've seen it. I walked it. It was like a level in the spirit world somewhere, somehow. I don't fucking know. But I'm walking, and all I see garbage stuck, and I put my hand in the guck. It's like clear blue liquid or something.
Wow.
And it's like sticky paper, and it collects all the garbage from you.
Oh, that's cool.
So if everybody has that, I don't know. But I can see, I'm like, hey, there's my old fucking radio. Hey, there's my old bass guitar. Stuff I don't want anymore.
Right.
I'm like, fuck, it's just garbage. How did it get up here? And I go, I'm thinking, well, this got to be the place where the garbage goes. So the garbage naturally from yourself goes there and sticks there so it don't come back into you.
Wow.
And so the garbage I collect off other people, like bad energies or whatever.
Yeah.
You take it and you move it. You don't let it in. You got to tell yourself, do not let it in.
Right. And
deflect it up into the light. And it just gets stuck in the sticky paper. That's what I call it. For lack of a better fucking word.
Well, that's a good reference. Damn good reference.
And the energy just gets diffused into the light, and it just the light turns it back to natural energy. Just poof, it's gone.
That's awesome. Oh man.
And it gets really detailed, and I've experienced all that. I've seen it all. I've seen all that.
Awesome, brother.
100 fucking times. I had one time I hooked up to an ex-girlfriend. She was mad at me. We're hooked up, and we had an argument. She went home. I went home, and I had a brutal headache all day after the argument. Couldn't figure out why. And I get home. I'm like, fuck, it hurts. And my throat is burning. My third eye is burning. My crown's burning. And my heart's burning. And like fucking fire, right? And I lay down. I take a couple pills. And I'm laying there to go to sleep. And all of a sudden I go into a vision because I asked, what the fuck is this? Anger, rage, right? This is way back a long time ago. And all of a sudden I'm laying in bed and all I see is my girlfriend with a machine gun going shooting me in the face.
Oh man.
Shooting me in my third eye, my throat, and my heart with a fucking machine gun.
Wow.
And the bullets were going in and causing me pain. And that, her rage, her anger is coming right in my chakras.
Coming right in you, yeah.
Giving me a fucking brutal headache. And I didn't know. And he goes, and then I had learned, I had to sit there and lay there and I go, what the fuck do I do now? And this is before Jesus or I talk to any spirits. Right. So I go, what do I do now? I got to move this energy, right? I got to move it, block it. So I closed my chakras up. Right. I knew about that. I closed them up as best I could. And then I just sort of like deflected the bullets going up. Right. And from that experience, and other ones like that, I would
just learn how to deflect.
Make it even better. That was before I knew how to use my inner light. Now I just use the inner light. Bam! I can actually take the person. I can block. I can shift. I can go into a different fucking realm.
Oh, that's all right.
And then she can get over her when her shit's over with, or
you can
entertain. Whatever. I can
right on.
Come back to where I was. But man, if you don't, it can kill you. And you don't think I'm lying? You think I'm lying? That shit can kill you? Brother. Listen to this.
And you know what your own personal baggage does to you. Imagine what that plus another person's.
Yep.
Your own baggage can kill yourself from just depression and whatnot.
Yep.
Now,
anger and rage.
Folded, and you're not in control of the other side. It's being coming in on a fucking frequency that you have no control over, right?
Yeah. And here's something else. Check this out. I'm in Tim Hortons having a coffee.
Right. Sitting
down at the table. Two ladies come in with a baby, and the baby is in a baby carriage, whatever. Right? Yeah, she's pushing it. She's pushing this carriage. Mm-hmm. They order their coffee, and they're walking up. The kid's sitting in the carriage going, right? I look, all of a sudden the kid, he's screaming, crying, he wants his fucking donut or something. And he looks at me, and I'm just sitting there like this. looking at the little baby, and it's a cute little baby, and the baby's looking at me, and the baby looks at me. As soon as the baby made eye contact with me, I felt this energy come right out into my head, into my subconscious,
Oh,
and I
man.
blacked out. I blacked out. My head, my coffee hit the fucking table because I had my hand above the table. Conk. Coffee all over me. I woke up, my fucking drool on the table. Fucking people are coming around. What? This guy just died on the table. And I woke up. I'm like, holy fuck, man. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Everybody's like, you all right? You all right? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I think I'm good. Yeah. They're going, you need an ambulance?
It was
I'm
that
like, no.
baby right there.
I go, no, I just got attacked by that. I'm thinking I should have said this, but I didn't. I go, fucking demon baby. Fucking demon. I didn't say shit, right?
That's fucking funny, bud.
Oh, dude. That was a fucking
That's fucking hilarious.
That thing couldn't even walk. The kid couldn't even walk. And then the worst part was I'm looking for the baby. I'm like all fucked up, looking for the baby, talking to all these people. And I look over there across the room. The baby's sitting there going, hey. I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm out of here. I gotta go, guys. I said, I'm sorry about the mess. I'm sorry for passing out. You know, shit happens, whatever. I gotta go. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Wow, bud, that's fucking crazy. Got knocked the fuck out by a baby. Wow.
That was in Windsor by the old Greyhound bus station.
Right yeah, down by fuck yeah.
Yep, that Tim Hortons right there.
Pitt Street or something.
No, yeah, maybe it was you know where the border patrol guys are?
Oh yeah,
right there. Right, and you cross the street and you walk up right there. That Tim Hortons. That's where it happened.
Wow.
Fucking unbelievable, man.
So what is it that you had with the ETs, brother, that you wanted to talk about?
Oh yeah, well the new way of hooking up to them is, so I use my inner light. I bring myself right up to them, and I reach out with my lower hands, my base hands.
Guys here, just keep telling the story.
Okay, I reach out with my base hands, like your soul hands. So I hooked up to him light to light, inner light to his inner light. I come right up beside him in the inner light. I reach out with my base hands, soul hands. They're thicker, have skins, and I hit his chest.
Right.
So then I hit his chest. Then I see the patina. Then I'm listening to your conversation more.
Oh, sorry, but I'm listening to you.
It's all right. Anyway, then. Oh, where am I here? When I do that, anyway, when I do that, then I go into, I tell him what I want. And we're in the blackness, and I'm talking to him, and he's talking to me. But I got to show him what I want. So what I'll do is, I'll show him what I want, and I just create. I create a sphere that shines like a light, and I put it in the sky like that. He sees it, I see it. I point my camera to my eye, and I say, I need to see the craft. I need to see the craft in the sky, right? And so then I do that. Then I can show him I'm taking pictures when I see it. Right. Other than that, I can't see it. Other than that, I can't see it.
Right.
So
sorry about that, people.
And then I tell them, go very slow. If you're doing a drive-by, go real slow because I can't catch it. Even if I do see it, I can't catch it. Like what happened on the next day,
right?
On the 3rd,
right?
So I tell them that, and then I showed him. I did this morning. It was so fucking funny. I hooked up to him, so we're doing like that, and he just stands there looking. He don't smile. He just like that picture I got. Right. He looks just like that. He's just standing there going, right.
They don't smile. They don't make facial expressions.
Well, they do, yeah. And that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm like, I don't understand. Like, do something, man. But he's watching. I'm creating an illusion. So I create this, and all that, right? And when I got home and I saw the video, I was so fucking happy. I freaked out. I hooked back up to him,
Right.
right? And he's like, oh, and he's like freaking out. Not freaking out. I was freaking out. I was like, yeah, right. And I go, oh, I hugged him and everything, like in the spirit world. And he's like, oh, right? I'm going to work, to work, to work. All of a sudden, I reached down and I gave him a Guinness.
Oh, right on.
Great big fucking Guinness beer. I go, here you go. And he goes, what do I do? And I'm like, drink it, dude, drink it. Oh, thank you, you know. And he's like, oh, yeah. And then, but this morning, I go, this morning, before I hooked up to him, I'm talking to him, I give him the layout of what I want. And then I go, but I don't want no fucking balloons. Like I'm telling him, I'm going, none of these. And I made a balloon.
Right.
Because I know they can make balloons and they make them fly.
They can probably do any shape they want.
Yeah. Fucking aircraft.
Like they can just either more globby or they can go solid. They can do anything they want. Mm-hmm. Obviously. Like fuck, it hasn't just your videos. I see some of the stuff that gets posted. And I'm telling you, the morphing that's going on is fucking phenomenal.
I know.
Those crafts are alive.
We're gonna do something. Yeah, that's fucked up. It's almost like they're alive.
They're alive. They're the people that's in those crafts. Some of those ETs. They're just in it. They drive it with their fucking mind. It's like part of their body. I think they're just like, yeah, we're going to go there.
There's a reason. I got a theory going. I got a theory I've been working on from all my experiences, and I got it broken down to a certain point. But I'm gonna get back to this. Okay. So I made him one of them balloons. What are they called? The real shiny fucking things.
The Mylars.
Mm-hmm. I made him a Mylar balloon and I'm holding it. I go, see this? And I let go of it, and he's looking. And I let go of it, and it's floating up. And I go, none of that shit. I go, I don't want none of that fucking balloons. I want fucking UFOs or spheres or cigars
or anything,
or the white fuzzy fuckers.
Pyramid.
So I grab the balloon and I pull it back down. I go, you see this, right? I go, you fucking see this, right? And he's just in there. And so I took a needle. I go, you see the needle? I go, pop, and the balloon went and it fell to the ground. And he went like this. He's sitting there and he went. he just started fucking laughing. And he just started laughing. And I'm like, holy shit, it moves. And I looked at him as he was laughing. He had his mouth open. It was like a little tiny mouth. He had a little tiny mouth. That's what he looked like. He couldn't hold it back. He's like, holy fuck, he popped the balloon. That's funny. So I don't know what he perceived, but it's just like when I'm talking to Jesus Christ or my kids in St. Lucian. I'm talking to him. So he's going, I popped that balloon. He thought it was the biggest thing since fucking whatever. And I looked in his mouth and he had lines in the top of his mouth. And I couldn't see no tongue, but he was going, that's all. That blew me away. That was my good day for.
Oh, man.
Well, he had like ridges on the top of his mouth.
Oh, no doubt.
Going back.
Well, if he's got a tongue.
And I didn't see no teeth.
No. So. They're probably mental. They probably run on telepathy anyway.
Yeah.
A lot of them probably.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know how we got to meditate to be psychic or whatever, to do our things?
They're not. They don't. They're living that.
Yeah.
Imagine that, people.
They're in both places.
We could all read each other's fucking minds, how honest and humble and beautiful we'd be. We wouldn't have those harsh shots all the time. We wouldn't have anything like that. If you could read somebody's thoughts and they knew it, everybody's gonna.
Yep, that's what they're like.
It would be a better existence.
And you know what? When you get angry at them and you're projecting angry at them, it all comes back to you automatically. Yeah, don't fuck around
too. That's instant karma.
Yep. But so what they do is they just want information. What do you? Because I hooked up to him one day and I'm screaming, I'm yelling, and then I meditated and it all came back to me. My own self. I saw my own self yelling at me. Then I meditated again, hooked back up to him, and I said, okay, next day, I hooked up and I said, look, you gotta, but I'm talking from my ego, like,
yeah, you're talking
garbage.
I'm going to get a drink. I'll be right back.
And so what I did was he looked at me, he came right inside, right up to my face.
Right.
Then he goes, what do you want? It's like 3 times, what do you want? And so I'm like, holy shit. And so I came back to my body. I came back and I'm laying there. What do I want?
That's hilarious.
So basically, I laid
What
down.
do I want?
Yeah, what do I want?
What
Yeah.
do I want?
I'm not telling them from the heart. This isn't my learning process. This is all my learning process. So
right.
I decided, okay, I'm going to do what I used to do, is just tell them what I want from the heart. So I use my innocence. I hook up with my innocence and my inner light to him. I go to him and I'm like, could you show me a sphere in the sky stationary so I can videotape it or photograph it above my head?
Right.
Closer to the trees, and I have an arrow pointing to the trees,
right,
and the sphere coming down in the spirit world, and I showed him that. I didn't say a goddamn word. I just went, I want that.
I just showed him
more like that. And that's how they communicate. Actually,
well,
no words. You take your whole experience and you give it to them.
Wow.
And then they see it, and then they give you a response in the spirit. Cool. And there's no fucking mental. They're so tight and they're so in control of that shit, you don't even believe it.
Wow.
And he's in a physical body, in the fucking craft, in wherever, in space, another dimension, whatever. And I'm talking to him.
Yeah.
The patina is his ethereal skins.
Right.
Of like our ethereal skins.
Yeah.
But he's perceiving through his body me hooking up to him. And he can interpret through the inner light, and I can even go further than that. When I was filming the fucking craft, Dan, I was filming the clouds.
Yeah.
I'm totally hooked up to him. I did it. Mm-hmm. I did it. And I let him go. And what you got to do is once you send him the message, you go, that's it. You let it go. And you go back to your world.
Yeah, you go back to what you're doing.
You keep shining a little bit.
Right.
Yeah, and you just look through and all of a sudden he starts communicating with you.
Oh, right on.
Go, move your camera to the left. Move your camera to the right. Move your camera to the left. And you almost do it instinctively. You don't even know you're doing it. And he's telling you to do it. He's almost controlling you in a way. Wow. But it's from the inner light. It's not a demonic takeover.
No.
And it's just an impression he's putting. Go to the left. Go to the right.
You can hook up to him. He can hook up to you and give you direction.
Right. Now, that one fucking cloud I was filming, the day I filmed that craft.
Yeah.
I was filming one cloud and I was just scooting along the bottom in that one little area, back and forth. The whole goddamn. There's a video before that one where I did that. I just did that one area. And then I turned it on again. I felt I had to film that area again. So I started filming it. And it was right above my head. And I'm like, fuck. And you wanted me to film that area. So I'm thinking, well, I'm supposed to, is he saying for me to film the area? So I'm like, well, don't question it, just film it. So I'm going real slow along the clouds and that one little crevice there in the cloud. And I came down and I fucking saw it, Dan. I saw it with my eyeballs. You know how hard that is?
White dot.
Yeah. And what the white dot is fuzzy. It's a partial manifestation.
Yeah, that was cool.
A full manifestation is a fucking solidified sphere.
Yeah, it would be.
And it morphs a craft, a disc craft.
They'll have one white side and a black side at the back.
Yeah, I got one of those, but it's real small, but I got it.
Yeah, because I noticed when we were watching those other videos and the ones you were taping in the backyard here, how they were having the black side. It always had their opposing side, whatever the most materialized side into this end, they would have that black spot.
Yeah, or I think
or it could have been just the way the sun acts on their.
Yeah, it could be a bunch. I don't really know.
But I know it's black every time.
Through some of the videos, you got the top and the bottom. And in a normal craft, you got the energy. It's like it's an energy pole that goes through the craft. It's a positive and negative or it's a energy pole and it's electromagnetic shit. And it bounces off the electromagnetic gravity of the earth.
Right.
And something like that, different gravity stuff of the earth. And it'll bounce off that. And when it moves, it projects itself. You'll see as the craft's going through the sky in the videotape.
Yeah.
Not the big one.
That before too.
The slower ones. All of a sudden you'll see one here. All of a sudden as it's going through, and I make the footage real slow, and all of a sudden you'll see another one up here and here. And there'll be the main one and two little ones here. And all of a sudden they'll disappear and it'll keep going. And all of a sudden more will appear. There'll be 2 over here, or 1 or 3, and those are all probabilities of direction. So, do I want to go straight? Do I want to go left? Do I want to go right? And it projects itself in that spot.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah, it's got pre-made options.
Yeah, it's a bunch of options, and I'm fucking filming the options, bitch. Damn, awesome. God, you just gotta watch. People go up. People watching this little tiny sphere going by the cloud. There's a fucking story of their technology right there, and everybody just, well, it's a fucking dot. Who cares? Next, click.
No, it's
me and my fucking 10 hits. Fucking, it drives me nuts. The whole goddamn works is right there. But you need a goddamn mothership blowing up the fucking.
Well, I think you just
Atlantis to fucking
going on different platforms and putting shit out, because I think Facebook and fucking Google are so fucked up, and YouTube, they're garbage. Their shit's fucking garbage. Our videos don't go that far. Even if we share them, it only goes in to a couple of our friends. And if they share it, then it goes a little further. We need it shared all the way down the line, right?
Yeah.
Like, you got to, I guess, maybe just start asking people if we got to beg them to subscribe, or
I don't know what to do.
Just go do a like, give us a like, so that
fuck, I don't know, whatever.
Or give us a thumbs down if you think it's a fucking piece of shit video. Who cares?
They just go on there.
Something. Like, it's all good.
I wake up in the morning.
That's right.
I'm just eating comments.
You know what's going on, right, brother?
Anyway.
Yeah.
I delete so much bad comments. I sometimes, I deleted a good comment just by accident. I've done that before. What was I going to say? So the reason why they're so fuzzy is because the government can't track them when they're not totally here.
Yeah,
there's no signature.
Yeah, there's nothing for it to bounce off of. Even the smallest thing. They can't. There's nothing there. It's
now, if you brought that thing here, if he brought that fucking sphere here over your house,
right,
solidified over your house, you'd have fucking black ops, fucking black helicopters, everything fucking over your goddamn door, trying to figure out what the fuck's going on here. Right? I mean,
look what happens over Lake Erie all the time. They love to cruise out Lake Erie. It
happened in Windsor to us.
Yeah.
And I wasn't even doing C5 half the time back then.
That was at the house, right?
Daryl's seen it. My sister seen it. Fucking friends seen it. Fucking sick. Anyway, they'll fuck with you. And you don't want that. So, and the ETs won't bring that to me.
Right.
So that's why I get the little fuzzies. And I'm not lying about the little fuzzy spheres. You can fucking record them. They're reflecting light, but they're not leaving a fucking electronic fucking signature on a radar.
Yeah.
That's where
that's the thing. If they're the size of a bird.
No, they're basketball size.
Well, that's even that size is not a threat to the government. You know what I'm saying? If something is given a signature that small,
they weren't a fucking threat to begin with.
But if it's got a fucking craft that's moving fucking Mach 12 with them, then they're gonna be, I
know. And there's no people in them things.
Going in the video. I think that's the fastest. Like the way you caught him going there. Fuck, that guy was cruising.
Fuck, that was beautiful.
That thing covered my whole backyard sky in under 2 seconds.
I've seen that so many fucking times.
10 minutes to go from our site to site.
Yeah, I know. I filmed a bunch.
That thing did what a plane did, and it does in 10 minutes. And
that fucking thing crossed Chatham in 3 seconds.
Oh man, that was
or at least 5 seconds.
That son of a bitch was moving. There is no doubt. That was missile moving.
I think it was faster than that. But anyway, I don't know. I've never seen too many missiles. Man. That was fucking good. That was good fast. Fuck me, that was beautiful.
Gives a show of their speed.
You know what, Dan? You know what blows my mind is it went through the fucking frame as I was painting at the goddamn cloud, and I caught it. And he did it on fucking purpose. He told me to fucking. He told me to film that spot.
Right on.
Just like he gave me the impression to film that spot. I've done
that. Thing was moving so fast, you wouldn't have caught it unless you were there. You couldn't have seen that with your bare eye. I don't think.
No.
Like you might have caught a glimpse of it, but you wouldn't. By the time it was gone, you wouldn't have known what the hell it was.
When I was filming that, I filmed 8 clips that day, that morning, within 2 hours.
Wow.
I filmed 8 clips. Do you know how many spheres are sitting around the clouds?
Oh, probably.
Fucking, I don't even know yet. I'm only doing
Mhm.
half of the goddamn spheres that you can see. There are
Wow.
more spheres around those clouds that you can barely pick it up on the
Yeah.
computer in review doing 50 speed with MBOS. You can see them barely, and they're
Right.
going around. But I picked the best ones I can
Right. To show that
to
they're
show.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm 50 speed or slower, two times speed, or 90. It slows down way down where you can see it frame by frame, and you
Right.
can watch it white, black, and you can see the probabilities come out.
Yeah.
Other little white dots around it. Going, should I go here? Should I go here? Should I go here? But it keeps on going straight. And sometimes I'll film it where two probabilities will show up, and it will go to one,
Wow.
and
That's
it'll leave
cool.
the other behind.
That's
So it's
cool.
like picking out whatever it is.
Whatever once. Yeah.
And there's no people in there. That's a fucking remote control ship. Now I don't know how if it works neurologically with them
Droned.
or
Yeah.
computers or
Probably.
whatever. I don't know. I'm not flying the goddamn things.
Well, they're a million years advanced more than us. They get everything they had. They don't do anything. Everything does stuff for them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everything. Like they got like look at the Greys, the little fucking bitch Greys. They're just like little Tonka toys to them.
Yeah.
They send them out, gather information, do covert ops, shit like that. It's so they, it's got to be an amazing civilization, and the technologies. It's probably just overwhelming. It's probably so easy to use. It ain't even funny.
Okay, the Christ I'm working with,
It's probably
he
all
knows
neural.
he knows the ETs. He knows them. He talks to them. He talked to them, and they're okay with Christ.
And he admits to you that he talks to them because
Yeah,
that one fucking JC, he didn't like that.
No.
He said, "Oh, there ain't no such thing as
Yeah, they're all different, Dan.
yeah."
But the one I'm working with now, he opened up the porthole, went in the Sasquatch world, talked to him,
Oh, no doubt.
found out, hey, we're all good.
What's their dealio?
What?
Did he say anything about what their dealio is? Like what
No.
the Sasquatch or what
They
their MO is or their
Oh, fuck, we know more than Christ does. So, well, the Christ I'm working with.
I was watching that one video you posted about the Sasquatch the other day. That's the skinniest fucking Sasquatch I ever saw.
I know, right?
That don't even look real.
I know. They say there's all different kinds, so.
Well, there could very well be, but if that guy, he came out of downtown Harlem or something because he was walking like he was like, he was walking style.
Yeah, and I got a theory on fucking Sasquatch, just a theory. From all the experiences I had. They live, it's not cloaked. They're not cloaked. They don't cloak them. Well, they do through the fur.
Right.
But they take their biological out of the equation. But they still see you through the veil.
Right.
Right? When they break the veil, when they pierce the veil, the Sasquatch pierces the veil, it leaves the light. And that's why the Sasquatch researchers see the fucking lights in the forest.
All the time, yeah.
Because it's a breach.
It's a breach, yeah.
Okay? I that is my dream. That's gospel to me. That's an entity coming through the veils of the earth.
And in the increase in sightings, don't you think that maybe since the earth is moving through space and we're headed towards the galactic center, like we got all that energy coming in.
I don't know nothing about that shit.
That veil, like I know you don't like to hear this, the veil is thinning, but to some extent, maybe the energy barrier is coming off of that to where it is both even our low vibrational fucking standards can pick it up, like even the worst of us, like for vibration.
Well, I've seen videos, researchers, Sasquatch, paranormal, whatever, down at the creek in fucking Texas in the four corners of the 4 states, whatever it's called, area down there somewhere. Yeah. He's walking along the creek and he fucking dinosaur footprints, the 3-toed dinosaur footprints.
Yeah.
Like fucking a foot long.
Wow.
Along dried up.
Like a raptor. Creek.
Yeah, like a raptor. A plant eating dinosaur, whatever.
Yeah.
But a whole fucking trackway.
Wow.
Along the shoreline, Dan. Now, how the fuck does that happen? The only way that happens is it comes into this reality and it leaves this reality.
Yeah.
And that's a fucking stupid dinosaur. Now, you got an intelligent, spiritual Sasquatch
Yeah, but can they tell they're in this realm?
Well, obviously
They know because it's their natural fucking environment anyway.
Yeah.
They're not going to see a deviation in the trees. Maybe we only see the light. They're pierced in the veil.
I think the
Sasquatch themselves don't fucking even know. They just
I think they got it down. It's just natural to them. Like
we
get up in the morning, do our thing, get in the car and go to work. All natural. You don't got to fucking think about it.
Right.
Well, Sasquatch wake up wherever they wake up, this world, that world, whatever. We're all here. We're having a good time. But in this world, watch out for these fuckers. They'll shoot you. And if they chase you, well, then jump back into this world.
Don't ever get caught.
Dude, I was walking through the woods. We got to go there in the fall because I want to show you.
Okay.
It's just outside of London.
Right on.
I know exact fucking spot. I'm walking through the woods, no leaves on the trees. All the trees are about this big around and sparse. And the fucking, and it's a wood lot. It's a conservation area outside of London. It's called Brittany, something like that. Anyway, I had a piss. I was photographing birds. I took a piss, zipped it up, turned around, got my camera, picked up my camera bag or whatever, my camera, and a wood knock right in front of me. Bang, bang. Just like a baseball bat hitting a fucking tree. And there wasn't a goddamn thing there. Nowhere. Not even the fucking red-headed woodpecker I was chasing for a fucking hour. There was nothing there, Dan.
Oh, man.
I picked up a fucking stick and I whacked it as hard as I could on a tree and it fucking shattered. Didn't even make the sound. Didn't even make the sound. So how in the fuck does that happen? There's only one of two things. A dead person doing it in the spirit world or a fucking Sasquatch in his world watching me have a piss.
That's crazy.
From his world and decided, well, I'm gonna fuck with this guy and have some fun. See how he raps.
Hey, there's Richard. He's looking for Sasquatch.
I wasn't looking for no Sasquatches, but I knew they did the wood knocking, but you know what I mean. It's fun.
A lot of people are switching over to the fact that they might be alien.
I think what in definition, what's extraterrestrial? Something that doesn't fucking live on your planet. That's right.
Sasquatch.
Or your plane. Yeah, I think from my experiences, like I've never physically seen one, but I've heard them roar like a goddamn Godzilla. I heard, it's like a T-Rex actually. I heard the wood knocks and I heard stone clacking right in front of me. Wow. Right? And then my uncle seen one and I was right behind him in the car.
Yeah. I remember when Murray seen it. He got the fuck out of his car and fucking almost hit it.
Yeah. And
you said he ran into the woods or whatever. And...
yeah, he ran into the woods after it. And then his wife screamed bloody murder at him.
Crazy.
But anyway, so I know they live. I mean, you look at Sasquatch, Ontario. I know nobody likes that guy, but he explains it perfectly.
Yeah.
I watched all this shit. I don't mind him.
Is that Todd guy?
No, this Sasquatch, Ontario Sasquatch.
Oh, I think I've seen his stuff. I'm pretty sure.
Where he talks to that Mike. Sasquatch calls him Mike. That's his name.
Oh yeah, where they leave him little gifts and stuff.
Yeah. Snow and all that.
They always tie up marbles inside of sticks, and they make these intricate little patterns.
Yep. It's awesome, man.
Yeah.
So I'm experiencing what he is saying.
Right on, brother.
And then I had that fucking thing down by the creek with the trees.
No doubt.
Can't say that's Sasquatch, but when I was taking pictures of birds and I came back and the fucking tree was where I just removed it.
Yeah, no doubt, bud.
I cut the fucking trees. I didn't cut them. I broke them. Broke the trees. And I was thinking of Sasquatch before I broke the trees. I'm like, well, I'm hoping those Sasquatches are here. Because I was all like fucking nature,
looking for them.
I was all like communing with nature and everything. And I'm like, oh, it's so fucking beautiful. Nice cool breeze. The fucking warblers are all around me. All different colored warblers. Shit I ain't never fucking seen again in my life.
Wow.
And I was so fucking happy. I was just blissing out. And I'm thinking, oh, fucking Sasquatch, I gotta move this tree. I can't get a shot because I missed fucking great shots because of this damn tree.
Right.
It was a sucker. It was a sucker. So I
Right.
grabbed it and I bent it down and I snapped it down so I could get shots. I leave. I go over there to look for birds. I come back over here and it's goddamn, or it was the next day when I can't remember. I think it was the next day. Yeah, and it was the next day. I come back and there's a fucking branch leaning, pegged in the tree. You seen it?
Yeah.
I got a video of it. And what the fuck is that?
That's fucking wicked.
And the fucking tree ain't none of the trees that are around because the bark is totally different.
Wow.
It's fucked. This is fucked.
That's crazy.
And I really don't think a fucking wandering ghost in a graveyard is gonna give a shit about moving a fucking tree to make a fucking point. They'll just come up and kick you in the nuts, which they usually stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about Sasquatch because I'm thinking, waiting for the birds to show up. I'm going, fucking Sasquatch, don't like you breaking trees. And I'm like, well, I gotta break a tree. Oh well. And so I don't know, my daydream called the fucking Sasquatch. And then he goes, oh yeah, motherfucker. You're gonna break a shrub in my name. You're gonna break a shrub. Maybe that's the way he saw it. I don't know. And then,
that ain't a shrub. That's a shrub.
But there's one indication I never put in that video. I went over. It was about 10, 15 yards down the creek. There's a log I can sit on in a different spot.
Right.
And I can't see that spot where I was. Right. I can't see it through the leaves. But the geese came off the other side of the creek. They came off with their babies and they started paddling in the water. And then there was like 20 of them, babies and adults. And they all started barking and yelling and squawking and yelling and screaming and flapping and shit.
Wow.
At my fucking spot where I was sitting.
Oh, wow.
I went back the next day and that's when that fucking thing was there. And the first thing I remembered was the geese freaking out. Because I'm thinking, what would make the geese freak out that fucking bad? They were all looking at the spot on the side of the creek.
Yeah. Sasquatch could run in the water and have himself a baby geese dinner.
Yeah. You know? They were all looking there and fucking, geese. And like unusual.
Right.
So I'm thinking, what? There's got to be a fox over there. And the fox would be hunting the baby geese, right?
Right, yeah.
Or a dog. Something is over there.
Something that eats the baby geese.
Yeah, and the mom that's how bad it was. So I'm thinking, well, fuck, I gotta get ready. Maybe I can get a good shot of a fox, right? Or a coyote. There's coyotes. I've seen them.
Well,
and I'm thinking, fuck yeah, coyote, a fox. I'm gonna get a good shot. So I'm sitting there waiting. The geese are yelling. I'm looking through the trees at where I'm sitting, where I snapped the sucker. Right. And I don't see nothing, but the geese are right fucking 5 yards, 10 yards away. Barking their shit, like they're freaking the fuck out.
Wow.
And the babies were fucking damn near walking on water to get the hell out of there. And I'm so I'm like, what the fuck is that? And I go, oh well, fuck. Nothing came. I couldn't figure it out. No animals came by, no coyotes, no foxes.
Wow.
And then I went back the next day and I saw that and I realized, fuck, something put a log here. And then I remembered the geese were barking at the same spot. Crazy. Right after I left that area.
That's fucking
yesterday.
Crazy.
Other than that, I don't know.
That's crazy.
But you take all that and all the things that happened to me, my instincts and all that, the daydream of the Sasquatch, add it all up. What do you got? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, brother.
That's
pretty good.
Now people end it there and go, fuck it, throw it over their shoulder and leave. No. But I don't. I analyze the fuck out of it.
Well, you gotta.
And I analyze my instincts. And I analyze
like you said, the graveyard's right there too, though.
Yeah, So it's either a fucking Sasquatch.
There's three different kinds of realms you're into right there in that area.
I know.
You know.
So it was either a fucking dead person putting it up there, pissed off that I snapped the sucker, right?
Right.
Or it was a Sasquatch
or something. Yeah.
Because it's a heavy fucking tree. I couldn't. I ain't fucking moving it.
Wow.
It's fucking heavy.
I'll
take you out there. You'll see it. I don't know. I haven't been out there yet since the last time, and nothing happened the last time. So too hot and full of mosquitoes.
Oh, no doubt, buddy.
John McGregor Creek. In the middle of fucking Chatham, in a cornfield, beside a cemetery, Sasquatch shit happens. What are the fucking odds of that?
Hey, it's pretty
I'm
good.
starting to believe all these other people saying it disappeared right in front of me. Fuck.
Yeah.
I'm starting to believe that shit because it happened to me.
Well,
I
think anywhere that they think people ain't, that's where they're at. And sometimes the paths cross, and that's where we get these interactions.
Yep.
And figuring out anything further than seeing them and getting 3 steps out of them, everything's a mystery.
Yeah.
Well, hey, you want to wrap it up, brother?
Yeah.
I got some things I'm going to do, and it's starting to get cool out. It looks like I'm going to shut my windows. The house smells like a big cow shit. All I can smell is that stuff from the field. Give me a fucking headache.
That's blowing over from.
Yeah. Put out an air freshener. But yeah, that was a great video, bud. I liked hearing about that stuff. That's fantastic. I can't wait till the video's up. I'm gonna come and watch it again.
Yep. I'm gonna do a video. I'm doing a video on the spheres passed by the cloud.
If you do that, send me the link when it's up. I want to see that one too.
Yeah.
I want to look for those things, like you said, the directions and that. That'd be cool. Yep. So when you get that done, please send it to me. And share it with the people and let that see it too.
I'm gonna do a breakdown of the main vid I did.
Right on.
And just tell everybody what I went through when I was filming it.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Or whatever, Right. That's awesome, man. I
can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it.
It was, dude. I saw one.
Get at it, mister.
Dude. You know how many fucking times I seen them things race across the sky and can never catch them?
Oh, that's awesome. Buddy.
I got photographs. One looks like a plane in 2 parts.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, and then I got
one part disappears and the other part's still there.
And I was in Windsor, 6:00 with Daryl. I was in the backyard. Daryl was in the house or at work. But I was in the backyard to C5 for fucking 2 hours, and I was getting ready to go in, and one flew right out, and it went across the sky, way up there. All I had time to do was grab my camera and click 2 shots.
Oh my god!
That were the ones you see on Facebook. There, I posted it up.
I know. I can't wait to see that video when you get those new ones done.
Yeah, but I got that one. You put it right through my fucking frame, man.
That's right on, brother.
You don't understand how fucking huge that is. And then you know what the best is? People can bitch and fight. Oh, that's a fucking unfocused bird, you dumb son of a bitch. But, oh yeah, the motherfucker went through a cloud, bitch. And guess what? It goes through a cloud. It goes through into another cloud. And guess what? I panned back to tell you how far away, how much I zoomed into that.
That ain't no cloud. Fucking bird.
I know. Ain't no bird.
Birds can fly like that. I want to get a couple racing birds.
Nope. You wouldn't see a fucking hummingbird that high anyway.
No, bud.
It would look like a goddamn fruit fly.
No, fuck no.
Fuck, that's beautiful
shit. Can't wait to see them, bud.
I've been waiting for that for so long. Holy fuck. All right,
bud. You guys have a good night. It's nice to chat. I had a good time, bud. I love hearing about that. I can't wait to see them videos. You people keep your eyes out for them too. They're awesome.
Yep.
Talk to you all later, man.
Okay,
guys.
Later, man. Oh, I gotta stop recording. Shit. All right, there it is. Stop.